Hey, what's going on, guys? Good Monday morning. Happy Monday morning out there. Got a case of the Mondays? Hey, that's all right. That's how it goes. Hopefully, the team you were cheering for last night won. If they didn't, hopefully some pulling can cheer you up. Or if you're someone who doesn't care about football and you only love truck and tractor pulling, then you are in the right place. Mike Idle here with Beer Money Pulling Team. Did you know that I publish a weekly article? Article's a really generous way to phrase it, but it makes me feel good, so I'm going to call it an article. Truly, it's more of a blog, and you can check it out right here at our website. All you have to do is go to beermoneypullingteam.com. Head over to beermoneypullingteam.com and click on blog. Underneath blog, you'll see a whole array of the articles that I publish, the blogs that I put out. I title this series This Week in Pulling. It's a freelance blog where I go through and I discuss whatever's on the top of my mind. You can see articles on here such as Louisville list looms large, an in-depth look at the lineup from the National Farm Machinery Show, as well as some articles about how I would recommend making picks on full pull, some of them that highlight pulls that I attended this previous summer. All sorts of articles on here. This current week and this current Monday's article is called Something to Cheer For, Something to Believe In. Now, the inspiration behind this article, what happens when all the stars align, when a driver captures lightning in a bottle, when they have everything hit perfectly, and they go from that mindset of, well, I just want to get down the track, to, I would take a win. A win sounds nice, to, I think we can win a points championship. Something to cheer for. That's what we as fans love. Something to believe in. That's what the drivers are capable of. Hey, let's hang out. Let's take a look at this article. Let's go through it really quickly. One more time, you can see this at beermoneypullingteam.com or on all of our social media outlets. You can find it on my Facebook page. You can find it on the Beer Money Pulling Team Facebook page. You can find it on the Outlaw Facebook page or whatever Facebook page it might be affiliated with. If I wrote this article and it pertained to a different association, you might see it tagged on their Facebook page as well. Let's check it out together. It's called Something to Cheer For, Something to Believe In. Truck and tractor pulling continues to evolve into an ever-engaging, fully accessible, and year-round sport. It's a competition and a spectacle, a chance to test new ideas, develop cutting-edge technology, and experiment the limits of man and machine in the world of motorsports. For drivers, it's the continual pursuit for the best performing setup that can be found. For fans, a place to applaud with excitement these accomplishments and feats. With more and more indoor pulls, warm destination pulls, and live streamed content, the off-season for our world has all but disappeared. This allows drivers the opportunity to take their vehicles down the track sooner and more frequently. It gives fans the horsepower fix to dampen their cravings. What motivates drivers to load up their haulers in the middle of winter and drive 1,000 miles for 13 seconds of action? What keeps fans coming out all over the country, convoying their families and building vacations centered around this wild endeavor? The question may be a little trickier to answer than we realize. Drivers might respond with phrases such as, "We love it," or "It's in our blood." Fans may simply note, "It's awesome," or "We love the smoke." All perfect and true responses. But if we had to pin down a concrete answer to the question of what takes us to the track, what would we say? We are looking for something to cheer for, something to believe in. That was a solid A to B pass. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. He's going to load it back on the trailer in one piece and live to fight another day. This is a phrase that I have and each announcer has gone to in one variety or another. An uncountable amount of times. The recognition that this sport is wildly tough, paying credit to a clean, middle-of-the-pack run. In all honesty, this is what most drivers seek to accomplish. The track is a place to test their vehicle against their own standards, make a mechanical or driving adjustment, and see if they perform better today than they did the weekend before. It's about the setup, the science. But every great once in a while, a pulling team will find the perfect mixture of all the elements. They will capture lightning in a bottle. They will not only win a pull, but they will go on a streak. These are the stories that really have the potential to create repeat fans. Watching a driver begin to climb from middle of the pack to the top. Winning pulls stops being the goal, and winning a points championship takes its place. The fans have found something to cheer for, and the driver, they have found something to believe in themselves. You can see this in a driver's eye midway through a season. It's in the way they move around their vehicles. It's the hunger in their eyes. They are no longer experimenting, playing with fuel to air ratios for data. They aren't looking for the right weight balance. They've found it, all of it. They are there to compete. The experience shifts from a show to a sport. This is how the stories that create a season are written. The most tangible example from recent history I have is the 2024 Outlaw 7,400-pound modified division points race that was won by Cameron Neves of the Cotton Candy Pulling Team. After last year's National Farm Machinery Show, where the Cotton Candy Machine, a mod that spends far and away the majority of its time with a 2-engine setup, finished second in a second-place position behind Brandon and RJ Simon says, the world knew the pieces were there for something special. Cameron took to the track for the outdoor points race and was consistently right in the mix, going toe-to-toe with a stacked field of tough competitors. Drivers search. Drivers experiment. They try things. In Bloomfield, Iowa, just shy of the halfway point of the season, I caught up with Cameron in the pits. He had an excited and optimistic energy about him. Searching, trying, experimenting. The Cotton Candy Machine was wearing some brand new treads. Would an investment in different tires be the difference maker? Oh, yeah. The Neves team won that night in Bloomfield. Not only did Cotton Candy pick up a win that evening to turn the tides, but the team went on to win 7 of their next 10 hooks en route to a dominating points victory, their first in 2 decades. With Cameron's father, George, being inducted into the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association Hall of Fame this offseason, it is no secret that the Neves family pulling team is of legendary status. Their 2024 season that brought a points championship was like a breath of fresh air into the world. It gave fans something to cheer for. It gave the team something to believe in. Green flags and tight chains, pulling is fun, y'all. That's this week's article. Something to cheer for, something to believe in. If you want to check out all of the articles that are on here, be sure to go out to our Facebook page, like that, subscribe to that, follow that, make sure you're engaged in all that, or just come right out here to the beermoneypullingteam.com, click on blog, and you can open up any of these articles right here. I've been writing these for about a year now. There's several of them, something for everyone out here. We're also going to try to publish this online, so that way you guys get more of our exclusive content. Mike Idle, Beer Money Pulling Team. Have an awesome day, guys.